You feel that knock? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, it's no you in your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit, I'm still.
Wow, I keep forgetting how short that intro is now. I need my 2-minute intro back.
Yeah, I like
Welcome
the 5 minutes.
to the podcast. Oh, there it is. Oh, Jazz. Okay, Jazz, you on the sounds?
I'm on the sounds. I'm on the ones and twos today.
My co-host Jasmine Ruiz is here.
What's up, y'all?
No sound for you? Okay.
All right, give me a second. Give me a second.
Failed on the first try.
All right.
Today we have the founder of the Dyckman Beer Company. And we also have Yajaira, Juan and Yajaira here. Yajaira from Pop and Pour. If you're looking for a good spot to, I guess, cafe, lounge, hang out, chill.
Wine bar lounge.
It's like a toxic
Well, what we
vibe.
popping?
Toxic?
No, not
I
toxic. Like, not toxic, but I'm trying to say, like, once you get in there, like, if you're not in the mood or the vibe, it gets to you. Like, you go in there and you're like, oh shit is fire. I didn't mean toxic.
I asked what we.
Jasmine's
popping in
toxic. That's what
I said. What we popping? We
So
popping bottles. We popping culo. What we popping,
bottles.
baby? Okay.
It's definitely a feel-good, classy spot. That's how I feel about it.
Yes. So
All right, so
I don't
pop
know.
them
It's
while
just,
it's open.
it caters to all audiences. I believe this.
Yes.
You know.
It's very diverse.
And it's owned by a woman, which is
Woo-woo.
very, very.
We gotta clap it up for
interesting.
that.
Where are you with the soundboard? Okay, and it's on Dyckman. It's on
Dyckman.
And Dyckman has his own beer brand now. I don't know if it's been out for a while, a few years. I think 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, it's been 6 years since I've been doing this full time, man.
Awesome.
Because I remember going to Apartment 78 and trying for the first time Dyckman beer.
Yeah, no, that was the very inception. I wasn't sure if it was still a business or a hobby at that point, but I definitely remember that. Yeah.
So I've had the beer. I've been to the spot, so I could give you my personal experiences in it. I don't think Jazz, you've never been to either, right?
I haven't.
You haven't? That's what
I don't drink
happens
beer
when you-
though. I'm so sorry.
Okay, but Yajaira it's a wine. They do.
You know, I
everything.
drink wine. I'll be in there with all the wine. I would drink every wine. I love. I'm a big wine drinker.
So let's start with Yajaira. Yajaira, what made you want to open a cafe lounge spot in Washington Heights?
So
It's Dyckman Inwood. I'm sorry, people.
Inwood, Washington Heights. That kind of.
But people get
feel?
offended, if I say Washington Heights and it's Inwood. I think Juan froze, but let me.
Yeah, I usually use both, just Inwood, Washington Heights.
So what made you open up the spot and how did it come about? What was the idea and what it is today? Is that what you wanted to
Absolutely
create?
not. It's so originally what I wanted was a wine boutique or a liquor store, quote unquote. So, when I decided that I wanted to go into business, that's what I wanted. I figured it was a good spot for it. You have the train, the bus, you have all this traffic right there. Unfortunately, when I went for my liquor license, there was someone who had just opened a liquor store, like a little bulletproof liquor store, 3 months before on Sherman. And they opposed us opening there. They, this person went with their lawyer, and they asked.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though the community board was willing to give you the license, they still.
Yeah, everybody else was fine. Like PJ's, which is a warehouse, and it's been there forever. And then the other liquor store that was right on Dyckman as well, closer to Nagel. they were okay with it as well. I had no idea that this little store was even in the area.
Mhm.
And it's a couple of blocks away from where we are. But he went in and just, uh,
He
I
bullied
guess
you out of it? He bullied you out of it?
pretty
Quería-
much, not pretty much, but it was more because I went back a second time.
Mhm.
I went back a second time and I'm like, listen, it's very different to what this guy has. Like I said, his is a very small, bulletproof liquor store. My spot was going to be totally different. It was more for wines and tastings, that type of concept. And of course, I was going to have liquor, but the wine was really going to be the main focus.
Mhm.
So that second time I went, I was 8 months pregnant, by the way.
Wow.
This guy again, he was determined not to let me open, not to open. So I cried my ass back home.
Was this a fight you couldn't win, or was it just like not worth the effort for you?
It wasn't worth it, and of course, throughout all this, you're paying for lawyers. It's all this paperwork, and it just we were going to continue. I wasn't going to go for a third time and try to fight this guy. He was already there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And both first two times they already, gave
That's
him
whack.
the,
That's
yeah,
real whack. My man was
yeah.
intimidated and
No, no.
threatened.
Que Dios
If
lo
that's the
bendiga
case,
ese
make your shit
señor.
better.
Exacto, que Dios lo
Que
bendiga.
Dios lo
Right.
bendiga.
So, I've always said that pop and pour, it wasn't even me. This was God. It's completely different to what I wanted. I
Mhm.
started off as a cafe and wine bar. So the first part of the establishment, the first area, it was coffee. So I had pastries, coffees, a beautiful espresso machine.
Oh my God, that's it. You sold me.
Best.
I need to get my butt over there.
And yeah, that's how I started. And it was a year and a half of just wine, beer, coffee, and of course the food. After that year and a half, I decided to go for the full liquor license, and finally, I got it. Um,
Woohoo!
Did you take the license and just like a copy of it and tape it to the guy's window? Like I
you
got
know,
my
I would have, if I would have been able to open up that liquor store.
okay.
I would
Mhm.
have been in his face. But whatever. Adiós que
Do
lo
you feel
bendiga.
now, like, do you feel like it worked out for the better? Because I feel like you have created, it sounds like an environment where people can like really go and chill. And that sounds so much better than a
It's
liquor
one
store
of
to
the
me.
two gold spots uptown.
You know what? It's definitely made me stronger. It's
Right.
definitely made me stronger. I've met amazing people like Juan, you guys. I've met amazing people. I've learned so much, but it's such a hard industry.
Mhm.
Such a hard industry. And, especially after COVID, when COVID came in to change our lives, that was my third year. And that's when I actually saw things really changing
Right.
for the best. And then that March, it was like, hey, shut it down. So it
Mhm.
kind of just took me back a couple months, a couple years, because now you have practically no staff. Bills are just piling up. So
Mhm.
once we were able to open up, it's like, oh shit, how are we gonna, how are we gonna work? How are we gonna operate?
Yeah.
So at 5 years, almost 6 years into it, I still don't know, but it was because of that setback. I don't regret it. Like I said,
Mhm.
it's been great. I've learned so much. I'm so much stronger, and I've met amazing, amazing people.
So I'm gonna ask the same COVID question to you both. You got up to COVID, so I'm gonna hold it there.
Sorry.
I'm gonna ask Juan now. So, you mentioned, I think, like, because I had a side conversation with you when you came to the whole, and you were explaining the background on Dyckman Beer, how it came about. What made you take that leap and go full time with it?
I thought people, I saw that people were being kind of receptive to the brand and what I was
Mhm.
doing into the beer. And you know, when I left my job, I had maybe about 20 accounts. So, you know, I kind of thought, wow, I wonder what I could do, how far I can get if I did this full time. So, you know, it was kind of just a mix of a few things.
Mm.
But you know, clearly it took its own shape. Clearly, it's not easy as one, two, three.
No, it's not. The beer industry is a rough industry to go into. Just like Jaira faced, you know, people are very territorial when it comes to the beer industry. I want to say Juan's video is off, but his audio is perfect. So I
Oh no!
apologize to the people who were like Juan was just staring at the screen, but you heard his voice, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh no! Am I frozen?
Yes, now
You're
you're frozen
frozen,
with
but
your
we can
finger
hear
on the
you.
camera, but we can hear you perfectly, which is
Yeah.
fine.
Oh
The true essence of
goodness.
the podcast is the audio. So explain to me, how did you start? What made you pick the, you know, I don't know if it was a lager. I'm trying to remember. I think it
Mhm.
was an amber that you started with. What made you pick that beer, and where'd you go from there?
Okay, so what made me start? What made me start was that, well, first of all, I was a home brewer, so you know, I kind of just experimented for about 2 years just as a hobby.
Mhm,
But I remember reading an article about craft beers in New York City, and you know, it talked about the Brooklyn breweries of the world and
mhm,
a few other ones. And literally on the same article that I read, they actually, you know, the only space that was blank was Uptown. So I'm like, oh, this is like the most obvious idea. I felt
mhm,
comfortable with my, you know, my recipes, so I kind of just looked at what it took to you know, get into this business. I did my
mhm,
research. I kind of did more due diligence, and I probably, from the moment I had that idea to, you know, the release at Apartment 78, it was probably like about 1 year.
mhm,
And I went with, you know, pretty much a classic lager just because I wanted to make something that our folks were familiar with, but clearly just a better version of it. And then from there, you know, I released a lot of other brews, which I know you've tried. But yeah, it was, you know, everything is led one thing to another, from one
mhm.
account to 20 to 100, to coming out with beers and bottles, kegs,
Yankee
cans.
Stadium.
Yes, we're in Yankee Stadium. Good times. As of right now, we're maybe in about 300 locations. And yeah, clearly, I do this for you guys, honestly.
So, all right, for those folks at home, an amber, I mean, I'm sorry, a lager is something similar to what a Sam
Yeah,
Adams is. In case you guys don't, because I'm gonna mention all these types of different beers, and I'll give you like a reference to what we're talking about specifically. Um, I know there's one that you have. I think it's a summer ale that has chinola in it.
yes, I have the Chinola wheat beer. I will be making it this coming year. I didn't make it this year for a few reasons, but yes, that was a very popular beer. We'll be coming back, and we're gonna
Mhm.
have it in cans, bottles, and kegs. So
And
very
the
excited.
stout you made, I saw that. I haven't tried that one. And now you have the October.
Yes, so this is actually Oktoberfest. Clearly,
Okay.
it
Hey.
is a
Oh my
very
God, I didn't
classic.
notice that.
I never,
Yes,
thank you. Okay.
yes. So
Wow.
it is a classic Marzen style lager.
Hmm.
Clearly, you know, like a lot of our branding, it's kind of more in Spanglish. Yeah, it's delicious. It's 6.2%. It has a you know, typical Bavarian.
6.2. That's up
Yeah,
there.
6.2 is a little bit higher
It's up
than
there for a
the
pumpkin Oktoberfest type of beer. Yeah.
yeah, definitely make sure people enjoy it safely. You know, that's what's most important. But yeah, I think it's a little bit higher than most,
Mhm.
just because I really wanted people to feel it, you know.
He wanted them to get spooky this October.
No,
Exactly.
I
Mm.
honestly, first of all, the summer ale is very refreshing, and I kind of feel like I'm at home with it. You know,
Hmm. Oof,
Uh,
that's a great feeling.
no, I think I told you this because he brought like tons of beer when we did, I think twice for two different episodes, and we had a great time.
I always come through with the beer, man. I'm telling you.
You know what? I'm
You
gonna
know,
have
pretty
to
much
try the
expected out there.
chinola.
We're like, if you're not coming with beer, do not come.
Do not come.
I just show up to places with cases and hope I could get in, honestly.
Wow.
Oh.
So let me ask you something. Why Yankee Stadium? Why not City Field?
Come
Um,
on.
Hold on.
well, I mean, I like to roll with winners, so that was an easy.
Hey.
Oh.
Let me just
However, that was what was presented to me by my distributor. I think we're making our way over there, but I think
Wait on
there
it.
is
Man.
low hanging fruit. And, even to make it a step further, just to tie the community into it,
Mhm.
somebody that I know from the community, their sibling is actually the person that orders there. So
Oh,
it was
cool.
cool to have my distributor push it and even,
Mhm.
have my ties push it in another way. So definitely it was cultivated uptown, I would say.
Yes,
So my
yes.
cousin is a manager at the front office in Yankee Stadium, and he was super excited to.
Oh,
He
nice.
didn't
Well, you got
know.
me too.
He didn't know that it was gonna be available at the ballpark, and I forgot where it was, but he saw it in the fridge and he texted me like, "Yo, this is Dyckman Beer Company." I was like, "Yeah." So
Yes.
he was excited about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have families that are Yankee fans.
No,
Look
that's
at that.
awesome. Yeah,
City.
no, it's definitely
First
very
of
exciting.
all, we got more wins than the Yankees this year. Okay, so let's just we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. So
I'm mad
besides,
there's no boo on this on the soundboard.
I'm
what are you
sorry, I'm
talking about?
Team Yankee too.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna end this call. Um, so besides the beers that you've already brewed, is there something you want to try, like a double IPA? I think you did one, or like a very heavy stout. Um,
um, right now, pretty much all the beers that I've had, as far as like you've had the Suave IPA,
mm,
the wheat beer, and all the ones that have come out with this year, the Pilsner.
mm.
Clearly now we have it in 19-ounce cans. Don't forget. Um, the Oktoberfest, the
Uh,
chocolate stout, the Belgian triple. Really, I'm just gonna work with all those
mm,
beers and just really develop the brands a little bit more.
mhm.
So you're gonna see a lot of these other beers pretty much in every kind of packaging, as far as 12 ounces, 16 ounces, and maybe 19-ounce cans. So
That
yeah,
was
clearly,
that was my follow up. Would you put the other ones in the can in that 12-ounce can? Because that's only which one's that one? The one that's available in Yankees. It's 12 point something ounces.
well, this is actually
That's the
19 ounces.
Pilsner. Oh, that's the
Yeah,
can we want right there.
yeah, this thing is like huge. It's 19
That's
ounces.
huge.
It's like, I mean, they sell it for $16. So trust me, I'm trying
Wow.
to give you guys the best bang for your buck because it's crazy in that stadium.
Mhm, mhm.
I mean, you gotta expect it. You got a high price ball club. They gotta pay a lot of bills. So $16
Hmm.
for a beer, it's
Hmm.
not. But okay. So you said 19 ounces in that can. Jesus.
Yeah, those are like they call them the tall boys. But yeah, clearly I think we'll rotate the 19 ounces with different beers.
And you'll do them in 4 packs because usually when you have those big tall
Well,
boys,
no, these are just single. The
uh huh.
16 ounce cans, they will be 4 packs. So yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Rick sounding like he about to submit an order. He's like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
what are my
So
So
options
so
actually,
here?
we
Like,
just did the IPA design. Can you guys see that?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
Suave
hey,
Sessions IPA, Suave
suave.
that's
IPA.
nice.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what the can will look like.
And
We're working on the
and when
bottles.
can I expect my Dyckman? So I'm doing my studio.
Mm-hmm.
I've I've tried to bring a little bit of home with me. I
Mm-hmm.
have a sign, a train sign from 175th Street. I'm not gonna say how I got it. Uh, I got a couple things with me. I got the something from the Monkey Room here, um, mini fridge from Dyckman Beer Company would be outstanding for my basement studio.
Okay, I'm sure we can look into that.
Throwing it out there.
Juan's like, yo, you're asking me for other beers. You're asking me for
Right? A
fridges. What's going
fridge.
on?
Juan, send him a sticker to put on the mini fridge from
I would
BJ's or
love, I
Costco.
would love
That's
the
definitely
sticker.
one way to do it for sure. I mean, it would
That
be
is a
one of
way.
one.
No,
But
I'm trying to create a creative space here that inspires me, that reminds me of home.
Absolutely,
mhm.
absolutely.
Like I said, when I drank the Chinola beer, I was like, man,
All
it's a
right,
you got
that's one I'm gonna have to try because I was just
no.
talking like I don't drink beer, but that
Unfortunately,
that sounds like
No,
really
you
good.
the
won't be able
stout.
to.
You have to try the stout.
The chocolate.
Oh my God. I have to place an order
Okay.
for that, by the way.
So I'm gonna play a quick commercial break. Then I got a surprise for Juan right now.
Oh,
So do not make fun of my Spanish. I'll leave it to McDonald's right now. This episode of the Rick H Show is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. Este episodio de The Rick H Show es traído a ustedes por McDonald's. McDonald's es más que un lugar de comida sabrosa. Es un lugar donde la gente conecta. Growing up in Washington Heights, after softball games on Saturdays or after school, after the park, we usually went to McDonald's. And I went there for the good times with my friends and the conversations. Usually, you work up an appetite after softball. So, the number one Big Mac meal, medium with fries, that always hit the spot for me. McDonald's always brings back fond memories for me. McDonald's. Me encanta. McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Hey.
I'm also loving Dyckman beer. I'm loving Dyckman beer so much that Juan knows this. I've expressed. I was like, yo, Juan, I wanna do a collab Rick A Show beer. He's like, dude, I got a lot of beers that I need to crank out. But we did something special. All right, and I'm gonna share this with everybody today. Where's my tab? Here it is. So you guys ready for this? It's a world premiere of the fake commercial we made for Dyckman beer.
Oh my God.
Dyckman beer. A taste of Uptown. Shit.
I love it.
So, a taste
my
of
God.
Uptown.
Yo, who was playing the flute? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. The music.
That was nice.
I mean, it's a Chinola flavored beer that he's gonna drink. So you know, you gotta put like a suave,
Yeah.
chill, cool. You know, the flute. A
No,
taste
I
of
like
Uptown.
it. I like it. Thank you guys for for your creativity and efforts. And it actually looked like he enjoyed it. So
No,
that's
he
that
actually
was a
did.
plus.
So for the commercial, that's my brother Benny. He used to be the calls. We told him, Benny, just open the beer, drink it, and say the first thing that comes to mind.
Wow.
And when he drank,
That
he
was
was like,
off the dome.
yeah, and his like you can see his eyes light up. It's a beautiful spot. Juan, that's yours to have. It's free.
No, I
You
appreciate
know, we,
it.
we, we
Free.
had to do
Thank
something
you.
for
Really
our
nice.
support.
No, definitely. I like it. I appreciate it. We're probably gonna use it at some point.
I mean, I know the slogan is "Una vaina bien," right? Is
That's
that it?
right. That's
Una
right.
vaina bien. But you know, there's like Uptown. Where'd you grow up, Juan?
Yeah. So I grew up on both Uptown and in the Bronx. So my dad
But
grew up on.
that's
My
the
dad's
home.
on Elwood.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. My dad he lived on Elwood, and my mama lived on Grand Concourse. So
Wow.
I was always pretty much
Going
batted
back and
back and
forth.
forth. But yeah, I'm a son of Uptown at the end of the
The
day.
BX12 was very familiar to you.
No, I think taxis were cheaper back then. So we were,
$5.
I know. I'm like, oh, you man.
$5.
So recently you had an event to premiere your Oktoberfest beer.
Yeah.
Is Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest. Yes. Yes.
Okay. At Pop and Pour.
Yes.
How did that come
Hey.
about?
It
And why
was.
wasn't I invited? No, I'm just
I'm pretty sure you were invited, bro. I saw your name somewhere there. But no, clearly, it's always great to partner up with an account that really supports you. And kind of, I haven't done much as far as like the event marketing side, and I really wanted to, to get up closer and personal with some folks and just let them know, hey, this is my story, these are my beers, this is where you can find them, that kind of stuff. And it was cool. I was like, gosh, I should probably do this more after.
yeah.
It was
But yeah.
fun. It was nice, and it just flowed.
No, it was super cool, and thank you again, Jahaira, for letting me.
So did you do pairings with your beers?
Yes, Jahaira and her team made these 2 delicious cocktails. I mean, actually, I want to use. I want to be able to use the recipe and kind of show that off. So I'm sure we'll come back to that in the future.
Interesting.
Nice.
Okay. So Yahaira, if I go to Pop and Pour, I can order myself an Oktoberfest or
Of course.
or the chocolate stout, which I think you're
I don't have the chocolate stout yet, but I want it.
Okay, so
that was the one from the event that I was like, oh my God, I need this.
So chocolate stout or a glass of wine, Yahaira.
Well, I know Jahaira's
Guys, wine is gonna beat beer. What wine is just so good. It's just so good.
It's amazing. It's fantastic. Actually, there's only one in the East Coast. There's one Latino-owned vineyard, and it's actually in Long Island. It's not too far from here, and it's a Mexican-owned vineyard. But beer's beer. It's not gonna go anywhere. I grew up on it. So Yahaira, answer the question though. Is it
Get out of here, Rick. Rick trying
Is
to
it red
spot.
wine?
It depends on how I'm feeling.
So a red
I am
wine
a
or a
beer
chocolate
drinker.
stout?
Depends on the day.
God, why?
A white wine or a chocolate stout?
What's your
depends on how I'm
top
feeling.
what's like your top selling wine and beer like at your
Shout
store
out to the
that everyone
NYPD for making a guest appearance on the show.
that everyone goes crazy for?
Top selling wine I would say is Cabernet. I guess it's just easy. Yeah, the one I have now, I usually switch up either seasons or just, I just like to bring in different stuff. So it's a Cabernet and it's called Paris Valley 2020. It's very good, very smooth. So that's what sells the most right now.
Right. And when people come together and drink at your cafe, do you find like, is it girls having a girls date? Is it like one-on-one dates with guys? Like,
I've been
what's
there.
going on?
Fellas are there, ladies are there. Everybody is a mix. It's a very mixed, diverse crowd.
It is a very, very.
The vibe is infectious. Was the word I was looking for, not talk. Infectious. So when I walked in there, I was exhausted, and I went to Remy Martin was hosting an event at Pop and Pour, and Ivan was the host, and also Devontae was there. Devontae Magic, the magician or illusionist, or I don't know what it was, but a ton of like influencers were there and comedians, and I was exhausted. But I walked in, I was like, "Yo, this place is dope. Like, it's nice. The decorations, the bar, everything is well kept. It's clean. It's like you kind of forget you're not." You're in what you forget you're in Dyckman,
right?
When you walk in there,
every single day.
Really?
I love that
all the time.
Honestly,
all the
you
time.
completely forget you're in Dyckman.
That's how you know you've cultivated like an environment.
I get it all. You wouldn't believe, like if I had 10 cents for every time someone said, "Oh my God, I forgot I was on Dyckman." um, I would be a millionaire. I
So
would have
how'd
to
you
work.
do that? How'd you do that? Like like
Jazz trying to
what was the
start her own
intention
wine
behind
shop.
going into
You,
what you said, babe?
Jazz trying to start her own wine shop.
No.
Juan,
What
you
was
got
your
a new
intention
Juan,
in
you got a new
creating the
client.
space?
I think it was just wanting to to be a little different. You know, Dyckman is very it's active. It's you know it's alive. Um, so everywhere that I would go into, you know, it was very loud or just you know somewhat of the same
Similar, yeah.
ambiance or the same people, which is fine. It's great, but I kind of wanted to bring something else. You know, I wanted to bring in a space to have a space where you can just chill, have a conversation. You know, just you know, just a I don't know, just a different vibe where you're just chill, where you just kind of forget where you are, forget who's around you, and just you know just get to know people. Our tables are pretty close together because it's a small space. So
Very intimate
very
space.
intimate, but you know, on those days that or after a certain time where, you know, the music gets a little louder and you know, it's fun, you see all these different people just mingling and talking. And I've heard of so many people that have friendships now after they met at pop, you know.
No.
It's there's no, you know, there's no animosity, there's no uh you know, look who's there or what is this person wearing or there's none of that nonsense. It's all
So
about just enjoying yourself.
it's a diverse crowd. Like I said, I'm a beer
Hmm.
drinker, and I went in there. I remember the second time I was in there. So the ladies of El Salon Chronicles were hosting an event there also, and I was invited, and I couldn't really stay, but I went in because I love Zuli, I love
Amazing ladies.
Mari. Yeah, so I went in to just say hi and see them and talk to them. So those are the two times. And I remember after the second time, I was like, man, I gotta come and just chill and actually enjoy the space. And then I moved to Long Island. So
I'm sorry.
that's why I'm trying to bring Washington Heights back. Actually, there's a lot of Dominicans out here, and that makes me more comfortable to be around my own people.
Well, maybe Pop and Pour
Nice.
should go to Long Island.
Pop and pour.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Well, my wife is a heavy wine enthusiast.
Yeah.
She's a member of a vineyard, so she's into her wine, and I'm the beer guy. I even have glassware. Also, Dyckman beer. If I could get some Dyckman beer glassware, that would be
Oh my.
phenomenal. I'll
Don't
pay
worry
for
about
it if I
it.
have to.
You'll definitely get a care package. That's not a problem.
I'll definitely pay for it if I have to.
All good, dude.
It's a slice of home that I need to have with me. Um,
Awesome.
so let me ask you something. I got an interesting message. October 14th. Juan, what is this thing about a museum? You, Latinos and beer? What's going
Oh,
on there?
oh yeah. I was invited to participate in a event at the Smithsonian Museum in Washington D.C. on pretty much Latinos and beer, which would be commemorating Hispanic Heritage Month.
Mhm.
And then after that, we're gonna, you know, have a tasting and all that stuff. So it's pretty exciting.
Wow. So I'm planning to do a live show at the end of October to celebrate Latinos, but not during the month because I feel like a lot of people are doing events, and I want to take my time with it. It's a slow burn. It's going to be my first time doing a live show in a really long time, and I would love to have Dykeman Beer present at that event. Last time I made the wrong choice. I went with the wrong beer company, and they kind of like let me down.
Oof. Should have gone more local.
Yeah, I kind of, you know, I wanted that. So I did this big event. It was a panel on podcasting and media. I had Rachel La Loca on, who
Uh-huh.
I adore. She's fantastic. I had Riddell, Ivan, and a fairly new podcaster named Natasha, and I'm looking to redo the event and also do an episode of the Rick A Show. So we'll be talking.
Sure. Clearly, I got tons of beer.
Okay. So I'm gonna do one more commercial, and I'm gonna want to hear about when am I gonna be able to go to a facility, a brew house, if you will, Uptown, and because a lot of these beer companies, a lot of these breweries, they have, Greenport Brewery. You could go and they have food, a ton of
Hmm.
activities to do. You could take
Hmm.
a tour of the brew
Hmm.
house, the brewer floor, and you could do tastings and flights. I would love to do that in Dyckman. So when we come back from this commercial, I'm gonna press him about that, and I'm also gonna press Yahaira about why the Rick A Show has never been able to do a live episode from Pop and Pour. We're gonna get like I'm gonna press them. I'm gonna press them. So I don't
We're
know
ready.
who's this sponsor that's coming up next, but
Ah.
I'm kind of thirsty. So let's. This episode of the Rick A Show is brought to you by Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea is here to unleash your sense of try, to ignite passions and rekindle old ones. So try Gold Peak and then try something else, because this taste is worth the try. I'm telling you, there's nothing more refreshing, nothing I love more, especially on these hot days, than a nice cold bottle of Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. So try Gold Peak. Tell them Rick A sent you. Because the taste is worth the try. Try Gold Peak. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. The taste is worth the try. I'm telling you, Juan. You want me to do voiceover? I could do something for Pop and Pour. Are you looking for a location to hang out, chill? Do you want to disappear in Dyckman? Do you want to feel like you're somewhere else? Stop by at Pop and Pour.
Rick advertising his services. You better
Yeah.
go, Rick. You go. You do your thing.
I'm just messing around. So yeah, when am I gonna go to a brew house, do a flight, enjoy a pint?
He wants the brewery experience.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, don't we all? Trust me.
Exclusive. Are we doing the Kickstarter? I'm down to help do that. I helped Hector with his Don Carvajal Cafe,
Okay,
which was fire. He's doing his own thing in the Bronx.
nice.
It's gonna be the first Latino coffee brew house
Wow.
Okay,
Hey.
up there. So it's cool. He got an investor to match whatever he raised.
nice.
So is that what, do I need to make some calls, Juan? When are we doing this?
Well, definitely,
Hired myself to Dyckman Beer Company.
I think the barriers of beer are a lot higher than like coffee, for example.
Yeah.
Definitely what's affected the most, with Dyckman Beer getting a space has been the rezoning that happened by the Sherman Creek area on 207.
Hmm.
That was actually the last manufacturing zone in the city. Um, yeah, meaning that's why they have low-rise buildings, and a lot of that stuff is just more warehouse-like. So really, the fact that that happened, everybody kind of sued each other for like 4 or 5 years, and everything was at a standstill. That has been the biggest impediment, I would say. You can't just really build a brewery anywhere. And Uptown
Let's
is
do it.
actually it's
No,
such a
let's do it.
it's such a a small footprint. it's shrinking everywhere. Literally,
Mm.
we're building more space, but it's oddly enough shrinking. But yeah, really, my hopes is to work with the new developers that are coming to that side of town, and see if we can put something in those new buildings that are popping up. So we'll see.
So let me ask you something. There's like a club that was built, designed, and it's like ready, but it never opened.
Hmm.
Um, and it has like this Egyptian theme, and it's
Ah, yes.
I don't even know the name of the spot. I'm so sorry. But it's over by that side. It's
Hmm.
near what's
Yeah.
the Chef Papi spot? Luxor. It's near Luxor, but it's like on
More
its
to
own.
Kind of
Yeah,
lost the name.
I really, really forgot the name. It never opened.
Ira.
That's a huge space.
Yeah.
Um, so who do we have to? What petitions do we have to sign? Who do we have to?
And it's been closed for
Scream. Yeah,
years.
never opened. It's
Years.
vacant. Can we throw the MTA out of 207?
No, no, unfortunately,
Or the parking spot for all those right off the 207 bridge? I mean, the Bronx is still there. Marble Hill is interesting. Um, this
yeah, I mean that lot is also part of the rezoning, so eventually they'll be knocking that down and building something as well.
wow,
Yes.
He got the data. He did this. He did
he did the
done
study.
crunched it.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
no.
working on it, Rick. He's working on it.
How about we blow up one of the clubs? We got a lot of clubs, hookah joints.
Just be a vigilante, blow some shit
Yeah.
up.
Just
No,
blow up a barbershop. How
I
many
think
barbershop we got uptown? We got too many
Now
barbershops.
we could blow up the little liquor store.
listen,
Put it right there. Put it right there. Put it right
That's too.
there.
We need a big space. You got McDonald's. Let's get rid of one of the. We got like
Yo,
10
they
McDonald's.
don't sponsor you, Rick.
aren't
That's
they your
grimy.
sponsor, bro?
Shh. Let's.
Oh, you're right. Oops.
Shh. They don't listen to the whole episode, but nah,
No,
I
listen,
don't.
I'm loving your attitude, guys. Clearly, like, sometimes
Gas
you
stations. How
know,
many gas stations do we need? Ain't gonna be no gas cars in 2035.
There's
So
only
what's up?
one though, right?
No, we got a couple. We got a couple. We got
well, the one on 207's closed. They're going to be building a building there as well.
so
Uh, you
there's
know,
there's
I
two
think
BPs. There's one on Dyckman. Sorry, Juan, and there's one on
207.
207. Yeah.
That's
Rick
it.
wanna let us know that he know where all the gas stations are. My man
I
got the map
I know
locked
my
down.
neighborhood.
yeah, the one
He
on 207 is
knows
already
his
closed.
hood.
I know my
Yeah.
neighborhood. Okay, I know things some of these people on this call might not know about my neighborhood. I
Okay.
did a Washington Heights history hash.
Oh man.
Hey.
So no, I'm just kidding. But go ahead,
um,
Juan.
yeah, no, the gas station on 207 is actually closed because they're going to be putting up a building there. But I
What's
think
up with
it's
all these buildings? We got
yeah, I think,
Another
multiple
one?
buildings.
I thought
yeah,
it was on the other side, not on the
Man, Juan,
actual.
you giving me bad news today, man. Give me
yeah,
something
no,
good.
it's full of yeah. I
I'm
mean,
like, yo, what about this spot? He's like, yo,
A
yeah,
bunch
no,
of
I think
buildings
I
going
thought
into that
about it.
area.
I looked into that. I looked into it. I
he's
looked
like, I
into
did
it.
that one.
I wish you luck,
yeah.
Juan. That sounds very
What about in
frustrating.
Washington Heights? Can we get rid of, the hot? Let's call New York Presbyterian and be like, yo, just give us one of these spots back. You got so many spots. You killing people out here, in this hospital. Like, can you?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, make it happen. You got other connections.
I don't got all the. I don't got all, the armory. Ooh,
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I think
that's
what's
actually a
important
good space.
is that there is a lot of space coming up to that area, and clearly, I think there's enough to go around. So, clearly, I'm kind of just proactively channeling that energy.
Well,
Do
Juan, I'm
that.
here. You have
Yes.
my support. I
Thank
do
you.
know a lot of people actually in the neighborhood, and a lot of, you
Hmm.
know, we could have some kind of influence up there. I like to think sometimes. So if there's a location that is primed, we could talk to some politicians, off the record, wet some hands, and
Damn.
Don't worry, bro. If we get
Yeah,
there, you'll
Hyra, if
be,
you're looking to expand, what's up? I got
you'll be the first person I call when we get there. Trust me. But yeah, I think basically, as I explained to people, Long Island City is coming to the Sherman Creek area. It's like the same thing, same
yeah.
developer, same building. They're going to be developing the waterfront,
Mhm.
right there across from Fordham. So yeah, clearly, I think the future is there. So I'm kind of putting a lot of my eggs in that basket.
I mean, I think you'll have an opportunity because I think you have a great product. I think that whenever a neighborhood is being, I'm going to use the word gentrified or is being,
Mm-hmm.
improved, they like to say we're improving the neighborhood. They do look for something that still is local and is part of that fabric of that community. And I think you have a great shot of, and then, Harry, you're going to be good because, these
No,
people love.
we gotta bring Jahir over there too.
They
Clearly,
they
it's very
love
well.
they love the little cafe. As long as you got some croissants and some coffee, and then afterwards you got the vino for after work. You'll be
Mm-hmm.
fine. So
Well, I no longer have the coffee.
what? No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not
Damn.
going
I
there.
don't. So I
I
mean,
was I was I was
I
looking
have.
forward to that
Listen,
espresso.
listen. I have coffee, yes, but it's not. It's not. It's not such a big part of pop and pour like it was
Hmm.
before. So
But you
once I
do
got
got
that,
that cappuccino.
No,
but no,
Oh.
she
but
got the
no,
Bustelo, lady. She got a cafe
no, because
Bustelo.
once the liquor came in, and let's remember we are on Dyckman. Once the liquor came in, I had
Hmm.
to just
You
knock
telling
that
me
down.
I can't get a cup of coffee at Pop and Pour
You can get a cup of coffee. You can still get a cup of coffee. It's just that before it was a whole big area and
with a
very,
with a
and
croissant
all
with a
Hmm.
this specialty stuff. And
with
now it's a smaller.
with a croissant slice
Yes,
with
we had
cheese
all that.
and
We,
jamon.
we did. Not anymore.
Oh, wow.
Not anymore. Yeah, no, the liquor took over.
And a,
The
and a
Money,
little
liquor.
money's with the liquor.
a
Money's with
Yeah.
the
little a
liquor.
little a little mimosa, and then afterwards you start ordering wines, and then you're like, oh shit, just turn
Get
up the music,
yourself, yeah,
Yahira.
or
Let's
tequila, whatever you want, a little cocktail, margarita, whatever you want.
I love
A
that.
little of everything.
So I love everything about you both except that you're Yankee fans. I'm gonna be honest. I honestly, I stand by both your products, your location, Yahira, and
Thank you.
Juan knows I'm an official Dyckman beer fan.
You're on our team, bro. You're on our team,
I swear to God, I'm a fanboy. I did a commercial.
dude.
Why?
You about to get the spear package soon, bro. You're about to be right
I
here
don't need to.
collecting the team.
Listen. I'll
You're about to
support.
get that uniform, bro. Don't worry.
Honestly, this is something that as Latinos we all need to put in our mind, right? Um, I'm doing an interview with you guys, right? And if I go to Yahira's spot, I don't want Yahira to comp me anything. I want to
Yeah,
go.
you
I
want
want
to
to support
support.
her. You know, he's making a product.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to support him? Don't just be online like, yo, this beer is dope. No, go buy some beer.
Go get a
Try
beer.
it.
And one of the best ways to
Share
meet
it.
you guys is to go to my website, dyckmanbeer.nyc/beer finder. You'll go there, you're gonna see a map, you're gonna go to the closest place on that map, order my beer, consume it, enjoy
All
it.
right. So
There
Dyckman
we
beer.
go.
Yeah.
What is it? Dyckman beer.
Dot
NYC.
NYC.
NYC/beer finder.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something with my audience right now. Um, you guys know I'm a Dyckman beer fan, right? I live in Long Island, so I'm gonna check to see where it's available for
Uh,
me.
I don't have a discount.
They might have to.
Literally, that's the only place my distributor does not deliver in the whole state of New York. I couldn't believe it.
I have
Damn.
a few. Actually,
Uh,
when I moved out here, I got to know a few of the locations and a few of the distributors out here, but I don't know who they buy their beer from.
Yeah,
Well, Rick.
there's
Mhm.
we can get it there. It's just not as complicated. There's like a sub distributor I can give it to, and God knows what they'll do with it. But yeah, clearly that map is gonna be nice. It's just not gonna have Long Island, bro. But we could get you to
Wow,
we could
wow.
get you to Queens. We could get you to Queens. I know you're
Hold on a
close.
second.
Close
Is this
Oh,
hold
wait,
on a second.
or
Is
like
this
Valley Stream. I think that's as far as we go. That's pretty close.
no, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
You said
We're
you
on
got an
his
interview
side
this
right now.
week.
We're on his
Oh,
side right now.
nice.
Look at
Ah,
this right here. What is this out here?
nice.
And how
Hex
does
Market, bro, representing.
Calicoon, New York gets beer before me?
Oh my God,
Damn, that's kind of crazy.
all the way.
Dude, it's insane. My beer just shows up in very random places, to be honest with you. It's tough to explain,
Just
but
there.
once it's on the beer finder, that's actually like a place that, I feel orders consistently, and
Key
they can
food.
definitely,
Awesome.
be on the beer finder.
And you know what's messed up? I just moved away from one of these spots right here.
But zoom in, bro, zoom in.
How
Yeah,
do you
zoom in.
zoom
Let's
in?
see. Go to
Where's
Brooklyn.
the
Go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's close to
use?
Long Island.
Wait, it says. Hold on a second, Jasmine. It says what? Command what? Is it Command Z? No, I
I
use
No,
this.
that Android.
let me see. You could like double click or something.
Command plus to scroll. Is
Yeah,
that it?
Command Plus. There you go.
Oh, snap. Miran eso.
Look at you.
Wow.
Look at
Mira,
that.
aprendiendo a usar la computadora. Qué
I
Coño,
love it,
inteligente el
Juan.
right?
niño. Qué inteligente el niño. Wow.
Maybe we should gotta make it a little bit more user friendly. Sorry.
Yeah,
No, that's good. That's good. Because
this
you know
is
what? Go everywhere. I think that's what I'm getting
oh
from
my
this
god.
map.
Wait, you could get the beer in Connecticut, but you can't get it out here.
Uh-oh.
Nah, that's not in
Mm.
Connecticut. Nah, you gotta.
It is you're in Connecticut, dude. That's it. You're famous.
Nah,
You're a celebrity.
ugh, yeah, Connecticut was what made it happen.
Valley Jefferson. Oh man, this is great. So if this is the site right here, dykemanbeer.nyc/beer finder, that's
Yeah.
where you can find where Dykeman beer is sold. But if you actually want to drink Dykeman beer, just head to Pop and Pour
Yay.
Yes.
Yes.
and
Yes.
support one of the local businesses out there.
You're
Go to
supporting
Pop and
too.
Pour and forget that you're in NYC and just have a nice.
Win. Very rare.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Very rare to get a triple win.
Can you
You gotta
believe
do it.
it?
Mhm.
And you'll probably like you'll go into Pop and Pour and you'll be like, oh my god, I really like this neighborhood. I guarantee you that's what you're gonna come out with.
I think so.
Are you gonna show me the beer again, Juan, that I don't have in
Yes,
my
I
hand?
was just
Oh
here.
my god. What's your favorite beer? What's your favorite out of all the ones that you brew?
Oh
Don't
man.
give me they're all my babies. I can't. I love them
I
equally.
mean, they are, if you want me to not lie to you. But I've actually been really loving what's in season right now, the Oktoberfest. Delicious beer.
Uh huh.
6.2 puts me right to bed sometimes. I need that.
Mm.
But yeah, no,
What's
it's
the
good.
percent on that one?
Six point 6.2.
Wow.
Ah.
6.2% beer.
Yeah,
That
but it's
is
getting really good reviews, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fantastic because all my beers are
Okay.
like
They're usually
5.4
low.
and higher. So the beers I like to drink, they're like 5.4. But I like IPAs, so and stouts.
Nice. Now we're gonna have a little something.
Very into chocolate stouts.
Mm.
Very much into bourbon barrel stouts. I'm waiting for the Brugal Dykeman beer collab that's gonna come out.
Ooh.
2 years.
Hey.
I know
That's a
it's
good
actually
one.
funny, but we literally already talked about that myself and that company. So
Mm.
they're kind of just waiting on a few things. So that would be very exciting.
All you need to do is just call me every once a week, and I'll just inspire you with some crazy idea. I have great ideas for other people except for myself. Isn't that crazy?
It happens.
Isn't that crazy?
It happens.
But yeah,
I really want to thank you both for taking the time and being on the episode with me. I appreciate you,
Yes.
Juan. I really appreciate you coming and watching the show live. I know Jose's your boy, and that's my guy. Trilo, by the way, will be at Pavel's live podcast on Thursday. So if you want to try some of the food, Jose will be there as well. Pavel has a podcast called Quien Tú Eres. This is on the same podcast network that we're on. That's my guy, Pavel Martinez. So if you want to listen to a pod, that's very good. Why do I have two Jasmines on my side? I'm looking at the studio screen. Yeah, dude, you trying to like fake me out right now? Pop and Pour. It's on Dyckman.
On Dyckman.
So once you get off that A train on Dyckman, walk away from the McDonald's and you'll find it.
Yep.
Yo, Alberto Mofongo House is leaving. Let's do
They
Dyckman
left.
Beer right there.
Damn.
Yeah. They love.
Dyckman Beer on Dyckman. Where Alberto Mofongo
That's
House
a big
is.
space, Juan.
It is. That is a big corner lot. You never know.
You never know. Let's throw it
All
out
you need
there.
is two of the big what do they call them? The that you brew the beer in. Jesus.
A barrel?
It's not a barrel.
Like a brew house.
Yeah, like a small brew house with two big
Mhm.
I forgot the name of them. So yeah.
Fermenters.
Yes.
There we go.
This is why
There
you're
we
brewing
go.
the beer and I'm just drinking it.
Yeah.
Jasmine,
Yeah.
what beer would you like to try?
Chinola.
Yeah, wait till the summer. You just got.
I know. The summer just passed. Well, I could start it late, okay? My heart is always in the summertime. I hate winter, but you know what? If 'tis the season, I'm gonna have to try.
Well,
the
maybe for the
Octubre
200th
Fest.
episode, we'll do something really huge, but it's gonna happen early next year, so it's not gonna be like the weather is not gonna agree with us. I wanted to do something outside.
Yeah,
200 episodes. Jazz, you ready for that?
I'm ready for that.
Wow.
We should do our own red
200.
carpet event.
I'm just saying, but
Get a
like
red
when I show up
carpet.
to the red carpet, people be like, "Is this the fucking maintenance dude? Like, who's this guy?"
Nah. You just gotta get that fire fit. What? Get
No,
you some
should.
security, some
200
hired
episodes,
security.
That's huge.
Yeah, this is number
That's
170. I don't even know that. 172, I think it is. 172.
Almost.
Yeah.
Good
And
job.
Dyckman Beer first came into the fold in the Jose Salcedo episode. That was season 3, and it was the finale of season 3, and it was a double episode because I had Jonathan right after Jose, and I'm trying to remember exactly what episode that is, and I have it here. So these are live episodes. I'll tell you right now.
He looking through the catalog.
I am. I
I
didn't know it was that extensive. Sometimes you forget like the work you've been putting in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the number of it, but it was season.
It was
3.
early on. Season
This
3.
is season
it's probably
13.
in the 30s.
Yeah. So Jonathan was number 35. I know that. No. Jonathan was like 36, 37. And that's when it came in. And this is 172.
Look at that.
Wow.
And we're up for 9 awards on Saturday for the Latino Podcast Awards.
Hey.
Congrats.
We were up for 6 last year, and I won
Good job, guys.
0.
It's all right. Let's see how many we win this time.
Listen, if I
It's
don't win
okay,
any,
you were
if I
nominated.
don't win any,
A nomination is a step.
Exactly. You were nominated.
it is. I've won one. I have one here in my house. It's very nice to look at. Does it do anything for me? No. It's nice. You got that award. I've gotten the nominations, but I just like doing this because I love doing it. I'm pretty sure that's why you have your lounge, and that's why Juan has his beer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which he will not tell us if he's an IPA or a stout guy.
No, I probably, I'd rather choose all of them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take all of them. Just gonna put them all in one cup, so I don't even discriminate against any of them, and just boom.
So you know what? At the live event at the Rick A Show, 200th episode, Juan Camilo is gonna come up. He's gonna put all his beers in one cup, and he's gonna...
I want to see this one.
It'll be bliss. What can I say?
I'll have empty.
I'm not doing. I haven't done it before.
Really quick, Juan, what was the first beer you tried ever in
God.
your life?
Clearly, Presidente. Come on.
Okay, they were the ones that let me down. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Ira. What was the first wine you tried that you were like, man, this is it? I love wine.
Merlot.
Merlot?
Ooh.
Are you a Merlot or Cabernet?
I was young. No, I'm not. No.
What are you?
Either.
White? Red?
Pinot Noir is my
Ooh.
favorite grape.
Nice. Pinot's nice.
And it goes with everything.
Mm-hmm. There's only one white wine I drink, and that's Cabernet. Sauvignon.
Cabernet.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc. Yes.
Sauvignon Blanc. There you go. I'm here going with this one.
Jazz, wine or beer?
Wine. I love a Cabernet.
These people right here. Thank God
Good.
Juan's on this episode. I drink beer. Juan drinks beer.
Relaxing. Why not?
DyckmanBeer.nyc. Pop and pour. Check them out. Thank you for being on the podcast. I really do.
Thank
Honestly,
you guys so much for
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Fun.
You guys could come on anytime you want. You're part of the family. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Do I have one more commercial to play? Oh my God, yes I do. So, thank you. Next week we'll be on the same time, same channel, with a new guest.
Festivals, football, flannels. Some say fall is their favorite time of year. And this fall, there are now updated COVID-19 booster shots designed to help protect against COVID-19 variants. If you've had your primary series, schedule an updated COVID-19 booster shot appointment as soon as you're eligible. And don't forget to enjoy the foliage. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Jasmine, thank you. Juan, thank you. Yajaira, thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You
Thank
all have
you
a
guys.
great night.
Thank you so much.
Bye, y'all.
Go get yourself some beers and some wines.
Hey, that's right. I already got my bottle open.
Night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Night.
You feel that now? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, I know you and your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block.